Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to drink from the fire hose. No, sorry, wait. We're eating from the firehouse. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Firehouse Subs have landed in Australia. Now, if you haven't heard of Firehouse Subs before, they are actually quite a popular sandwich chain. There are over 1,300 of these across the world, with most of them being in the United States and Canada. And they have finally arrived in Australia. Yes, this is the biggest sandwich news since Subway released the Sub Dog. Now, the people behind Firehouse Subs have big plans. They want to open over 165 of these in the next 10 years. Pretty ambitious, but just to give you some perspective, there are over 1,200 Subway stores in Australia. So, is there room for the Firehouse Subs to take a little bite out of the sandwich pie in Australia? Who knows? But I will remind you, we did have Quiznos for a little bit in Australia, and we did have Jersey Mike's as well. Both of them failed to take off in Australia. I'm not sure why, however, I do know Subway deliberately did come after Quiznos. Quiznos' big thing was that they did toasted subs. So, Subway very quickly put toaster ovens in all of their stores and, just cut Quiznos off at the feet, which was a big shame. I really liked Quiznos. I didn't go there often, but it was really good. And Jersey Mike's, I think, was very sadly a COVID-related casualty. They opened 2 stores. Just before COVID hit, they had to close the restaurants, so they were only available for takeaway for a bit, and it just never really took off. Again, a big shame. I had Jersey Mike's once, possibly twice, and they were really good. So, bit of a shame there, and it just goes to show you that, quality of the product is not the most important thing in the success of these shops. There's other stuff happening in the background. So, Anyway, Firehouse Subs does look like a premium alternative to Subway. I've had a quick look at their menu. It does look pretty good. The meats there do look pretty tasty. I would hope the bread is as well, but there is only one way to find out, so let's check them out. I'm back from Firehouse Subs with my Firehouse Subs. I got the regular Cajun chicken. That's that one. Looks pretty good. And I got the large steak and cheese. Now, I got one of these in a meal, so it came with chips and a Coke, and the chip machine was kind of broken, so I got some cookies as well. I got some added cookies because I had to wait a while. That looks pretty good. Anyway, I'm starving. These look delicious. Let's just get stuck into them. Alrighty, gonna start off with the steak and cheese. Oh wow. That is actually quite nice. Yum. They're not calling it a Philly cheesesteak, but this is very close to a Philly cheesesteak. This steak is cooked wonderfully and seasoned really well. Then it has some sauce on top. I'm not exactly sure. I think mayonnaise and mustard though. Not particularly strong mustard, but enough to give you a little kick. I do think there are capsicums on it as well. This is good. And the bread is really nice too. This meat and cheese mixture is delicious. Wow. With the sweetness of the onions, that's fantastic. Alrighty, onto the Cajun chicken. This is apparently a little bit spicy, but let's give it a go. That, whoa, okay, that is a bit spicy. That sauce they have on that is nice. It's like a chipotle sort of mayonnaise thing. It's really smoky and spicy. Yum. The lettuce there, adding a nice bit of crunch. This is quite well done too. Yum. really enjoyable sandwiches there. You can get the bread in white or wheat, and you can change the sandwiches a little bit. Not quite as customizable as Subway, but yeah, you can muck around with them a bit. Also, I do like the boxes that they come in, you know, rather than rolled up in paper. They probably keep a lot better. Anyway, what are the chips like? Oh wow, actually, these are really nice chips. I was debating whether or not to get the meal, but these are delicious. Wow. Kind of crinkly thing there. Nice seasoning on top. I did say that the chip machine was busted. That's right, they don't use a deep fry. It looks like a giant air fryer that they're using, or an oven, really. Yeah, that broke. Well, momentarily broke. So that's why my sandwich did take a little while. But damn, those chips are really good. Wow. In my haste in ordering, I didn't even notice that they had cookies on the menu. But yeah, they throw in some free cookies for me because I had to wait a while. But I think these are 2 different cookies. I don't know. They definitely look good. Anyway, let's give these a try. Little treat. I think this is cranberry or sultana. Not a big sultana fan, but it tastes pretty good. Okay. That is not bad. I would say slightly better than a Subway cookie, but pretty similar. All right, is this the same thing? Well, it's a lot stiffer than the Subway cookie. Yeah, I think it's the same one. I think it's white chocolate and raspberry, or white chocolate and cranberry, or something. It's a lot firmer than a Subway cookie, but delicious. Now, as I said, it was part of a meal, so it did come with a Coke Zero. You can get other stuff, but look, we all know what a Coke Zero tastes like. So look, all up, look, I will tell you, all up, this was $37.40. So it was $11.90 for the chicken and $25.50 for the meal, for the chips, the drink, and the steak and cheese. Now, I've had a look. This is actually pretty comparable to Subway's prices. Yes, that might shock you that Subway is around the same price, but it is. And look, I gotta say, that was far superior to Subway. If I was Subway, I would be worried. Subway's biggest advantage is that they are well established. As I said, they've got over 1,000 stores in the country. So it'll be hard for Firehouse Subs to penetrate that market. As we've seen, Quiznos and Jersey Mike's both had some issues entering the Australian market. Failed completely, despite having a superior product. So the Firehouse Subs is definitely a superior product. I think it's much better than Subway, but will they survive? I don't know. They are doing things right. As I said, the chips are really good. The bread is nice. Next time I'll get some sliced deli meat. They do have a meat slicer in the restaurant. I saw that there, so it does look good. Hopefully these guys are around for a long time because they're pretty good. And I think Subway do need to, you know, step it up a notch. So anyway, Firehouse Subs, I said they're opening around Southeast Queensland. So if you live in that area, you know, keep an eye out. And yeah, as I said, they will expand across Australia. Hopefully they're coming to your town soon. So anyway, I will catch you all later. Cheers. Yum. I do hope they can maintain this level of quality. When places get bigger, they do start to cut corners here and there. So yeah, definitely we're in the golden age of Firehouse Subs. These are as good as they're going to be. Hopefully, they maintain this level of quality.